Oh, dome, did a dome, did a dome, 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 did dome. Those these microphones are going. Pod track is moving up and down. And Streamlabs is moving side to side. Look, we skipped right to the drag and drop section of the program. I didn't have to do that, but I chose to. We can go back over here. Why should we go back over here? Well, because it focuses the attention on me, which is where it should be. Welcome to Gen X Talks live stream, broadcasting from the KGXT studios, 200 feet below occupied California. Now, real quick on YouTube, we have a new moderator. She has a blue wrench, and she isn't saying anything. She came in the beginning and she had something to say, made her the blue wrench, and then she's gone. She's up in the kitchen making some popcorn. Oh, look, there she is. Oh, Christine Matlock with her brand new shiny blue wrench decided to say hello. Well, part of the job of the moderator, especially when you're brand new, is to say hello to everyone. So we can sit here for about 45 minutes while Christine Matlock, married to Ben Matlock,
Never lost a case.
Never lost a case. Gets her shit together. So now we just got to wait till she says, hello. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
John Jensen is back in chat.
John Jensen is back. I got a picture the other day of him on his couch. He wasn't flipping anybody off, but he had that look like, I'm back, motherfuckers. You can't keep me down. John Jensen, huge part of the Gen X Talks family, is back. Had a little stay at the hospital, stubbed his big toe, I heard, and had to get it fixed. I think he just wanted to hang out with the nurses and get a sponge bath, but what do I know? I'm just a dumb mechanic in military. All right, so as you see the names go by, bum, 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 everybody give Christine Matlock a hard time because she's terrible at moderating. It's her first time. She's terrible at everything for the first. In fact, I can't name one thing in Christine Matlock's life that she was good at the first time she tried it. And oh, look at you, dirty, dirty, dirty minds. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
I think somebody has outsmarted the Sun Valley Fox tonight. The $1.2 million view might have to take a back seat.
You're kidding. I mean, okay, first of all, let me go on record. That's not saying much if you've outsmarted the Sun Valley Fox, but go ahead.
Christopher Kaufman, the wonderful husband of Shannon
Brigode,
has offered up $100 on PayPal. He says, good evening, all. First round on me for the best bar ever as I complete 30 laps around the sun.
My man.
Side note, I rescheduled dinner with my family so I wouldn't miss the show. Love you all.
What a giver. Give, Christopher, give, never take. We're still working out that whiskey barrel thing, which is going to be a big thing this summer. Yeah, so there he is, filling the coffers of the Gen X Talks decanter so we can all drink and be happy and merry. And guess what? Sun Valley Fox, the big goose egg. Now,
so everybody say in the YouTube chat, everybody say happy birthday to Public 520. He's in the chat. Everybody take a moment to say.
That's his name in here is Public 520?
Yes, in YouTube.
Because that's not how we know him.
What do you mean?
We know him by his Christian name.
Yeah, well, that's his real name. I'm saying that.
Okay, all right, I got you. Well, before we get too far down the road, speaking of the Sun Valley Fox, I was given marching orders.
I know.
Got to follow the marching orders.
For somebody that's so private.
Here, this is a better news. Just changes it. So we do have a brand new look. As everybody raises your glass, we can kick this peg and get started. This is a brand new picture. Look at that. Coming through with his bottom of the glass nation shot glass. He has his. Do you have yours? No, you don't, because you're not special. His is even a numbered glass. Yeah, we sold numbered glasses. We might again one day, but no time soon. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, it's the sun poking over the mountain ranges above South Lake Tahoe, going through the glass, penetrating the liquid courage that is known as Pendleton, straight from the $1.2 million view of the Sun Valley Fox to all of us here at the Gen X Talks Nation. Thank you for joining us. Drink up right now. I'm going to drink water because I got to drive tomorrow. You drink whatever in your beverage. Let's put the cats out, let the dogs in, and we can get started. All right, going back to where you are now on the screen.
I have nothing to report. The sheets are clear at the moment.
Wow.
But I do like that everybody, when you put the shot glasses up, and I think the Sun Valley Fox, I don't know if you can see the chat, but in YouTube, everybody puts the number of the shot glass
if they have a shot glass. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's very cool.
If you have a shot glass, if you have a numbered shot glass, put it up on your screen, whether you're on Facebook or you're on Rumble or you're on, it doesn't matter if you're on X. If you're in possession of one of the rare numbered shot glasses from Gen X Talks, hold it up. Put your number up there. Be proud. Let us know you got it. That's a good one to say. So now we're going. All right.
Also, I missed this. Christina Dvorak just slapped me across the face. Did you hear it? Did you hear it and see it?
Yeah, I read it. She goes, I did a super. She's not taking no shit from you, which is good.
I'm moderating tonight also on YouTube, people, and talking. So this is going to be.
Because Christine usually slaps me around. Tonight, not so much. Tonight it's you. That's good.
Trippy Pineapple, your moderator on YouTube, is off tonight. And what am I doing? Sammy Joe.
No fucking idea.
Sammy Joe over on Facebook. They are both off tonight. So
who is your moderator over on both Facebook pages? Disney Kid or Chris Yeager, depending on how he's logged in over there. Everybody say hello to Chris on Facebook. He's your guy. If you have something interesting to say, he will copy and paste, put it in the sheets where my wife waiting in the sheets will read it.
Yeah, Christina Dvorak gave $20 on YouTube saying, good evening, handsome general and mom. So there you go.
Yeah, I was first. The money's mine. You don't get shit.
Wow.
You get the compliment. I get the cash.
Wow.
That's just how it goes around here.
We also have some gifted memberships over on YouTube. If you want a gifted membership and you're over on Facebook, head over to YouTube because a lot of our YouTube longtime members are gifting memberships. Star Roberts did it tonight and Spot and Stock You did it, both for $5. So 10 new people got memberships.
We do have memberships on Facebook. There is a Facebook page called the General's Lunchbox. You can go there and it's $1. It's all the memberships. It's like $1. But we don't have a way to give you a membership.
No.
The fans, the viewers, the longtime listeners of the program, they don't have a way to give it to you on Facebook. That's not something Facebook has set up yet. But if you're on Facebook and you do a lot of Facebook, there is that. You can go to the General's Lunchbox and all the behind-the-scenes content for over 4.5 years is there for your indulgence. Dim the lights, get an adult drink, and go down that rabbit hole.
And also, we are up on X. If anybody wants to be on X, the Disney Kid is over there. And on Rumble tonight, we are on Rumble. Josh is over there moderating. You can say hi to Josh.
Maddox. Say hello to Josh over there on Rumble. He's when Rumble only has a few people, we get a little upset with Josh because if there's only 5 or 6 people, Josh shows up in chat and goes, he comes in with a deck of cards. So you guys want to play poker or something? No, we can keep the show on in the background, but Josh starts dealing out and you can sit at the table with Josh and play a game of cards while you're doing it. But we love Josh for being over there. Thank you very much. All the moderators for showing up because tonight is going to be heavy on question and answer. I got some silliness to address, but you guys always have something you guys want to talk about. We'll put the number out on the board. You can text us or you can say something in the comment section and your moderators will copy and paste it and put it over. All right.
So, hey.
Yeah.
Did you hear that the new Pope was
assassinated already?
Sorry, voted in. I was trying to think.
No.
The conclave is over.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, and he's a USA citizen.
Far out, man.
I think it's the first one. Somebody can correct me, but I think it's the first one. And he's from Chicago, so he's Dub Hope.
Dub Hope. Dub Hope. Like doubles.
Yes, he's a Cubby, supposedly a Cubby fan. So
Bears.
Anybody Catholic out there, we got a new Pope.
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
The Pope.
Yeah.
That's
There's
funny.
There's a joke going around that the Pope was picked in 2 days, but Deion Sanders' son got picked in 3. Pope beat him.
Wow.
In the draft.
So he's an American Pope.
Yes, he's an American Pope.
Looks like we win again. America just keeps winning.
But
what?
He's woke.
How woke?
Pretty woke. He doesn't like Trump. He's pretty woke. He's like the last one, supposedly. So
I've got 2 Pope stories.
Okay.
2 real Pope stories from my childhood.
Okay.
Number 1, do you remember when the Pope came to visit Los Angeles and he drove around in the Pope Mobile?
The Pope Mobile, yes.
He was in the Pope Mobile. And then I was actually in North Hollywood at the time. And they said, I was on the news, the Pope is now lifting off. I think he was at the San Fernando Mission or something. And he took off in the helicopter and he was flying towards L.A. Well, yeah. I'm like 18 or 17. I'm like, well, then he's going to be flying right there because, I know where the mission is. I know where L.A. is. So I walked outside and sure enough, there's all these helicopters going by with one big one in the middle. And there was the Pope. So I got to see the Pope's helicopter flying over the San Fernando Valley. I remember doing that. Now, my other Pope story is a little more upsetting.
Is a little upsetting?
A little more upsetting,
okay,
yes.
Let's go.
I was 10 years old, maybe 9, and I was so into the Hardy Boys. Okay. I mean, all I wanted to do was watch the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys. I had their books. I read all their books. Watched it every whatever night it was on, Thursday or whatever. And all of a sudden, at that time, so I was 9 or 10, so this was 76 or 77, I guess, right in there, and they're electing a new pope. And guess what takes precedence over the Hardy Boys? The smoke. That's when I first learned that the smoke comes out of the chimney. I'm like, who cares? Let us know when it's over. Put the Hardy Boys back on. And my grandfather said, well, they'll go to it for a few minutes and then they'll go back, and then they'll go to it for a few minutes and then they'll go back. I missed the entire episode. I can't tell you how upset I was.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. This is my last comment about the Pope today. But MSNBC, kudos to them because they were live when the smoke went off.
Oh.
Like literally this reporter's going and all of a sudden you hear the crowd. There's like thousands of millions of people, right? Like screaming, and she's like, and she looks and the smoke's coming out. So that was kind of cool.
You know what? That, come to think of it, that Pope doing the smoke thing, that's kind of like the original gender reveal. You know, it is. It kind of is.
It's white or black.
Yeah, it's kind of like your original.
That's true.
There's something going on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, that's why Sammy Joe and Trippy Pineapple are not. Trippy got on a plane. He braved death in a flying steel coffin. Went all the way back to Boston. Is sitting there. There's a gender reveal party going on. Everybody knows about this, and I don't understand it. It's a baby. It's a baby. Now we all know it's going to be a boy. So I think it was.
I don't think it's going to be a boy.
Wow. You want to bet on that? You want to wager?
What are we going to wager? Well, wait, I want to announce something.
Okay.
If you are on Discord, tell them what Discord is, first of all.
Well, if you're on Discord, is a bunch of chat rooms for old people. If you log in, it's not that hard to figure out. There's just a list of rooms, and there's one on cars. Guess what happens when you click on cars? You go to a room, people talking about cars. You back out. There's hobbies. There's YouTube videos. There's music. There's a food one. The food one's one of the most popular ones. Main chat is just, hey, what's going on? But it's free, and it's Discord. Discord.gg/Gen X Talks, and you just go there and hang out. Why did I tell him that?
Because after the show, I am going to post a poll. If you know if it's a boy or a girl, if you are on Discord, you have to be on Discord to vote because they're doing a gender reveal Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern. So we are going to take a poll in
Whatever,
Discord.
it's a boy. Just letting you know.
It's a girl.
It's a boy.
It's a girl.
You want to wager on that? Let's wager something, run around naked.
You'll run around naked?
I'm not going to lose. No, I'm not going to run around naked.
I think I'm going to win.
You're not going to win.
So you're going to run around naked.
I am not. I'm not going to have to.
Yeah, well,
you're going to have to. You have to run around. You have to do 3 laps in the studio naked.
Not with the camera
on. Sure, I'll make sure the camera's off, honey. Trust me. Everything's fine.
It's going to be a girl pineapple.
Oh.
There probably is such a thing.
There probably is.
Because they have girl and boy peppers. I should do that. Male, female.
Why would they have why? Let me guess. The boy peppers work hard and the girl peppers won't shut the fuck up. Is that the difference?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. All right, for those of you who didn't get your smoke signals, if you had no idea if you're watching this late or you're watching on a rerun, you didn't join Patreon. We set out in smoke signals. The only place we can send you an email. And smoke signals are the only way because platforms don't tell you. YouTube will not always inform you. Facebook will not always inform you. Neither will Rumble or X. They don't always let you know that Gen X Talks is live, which they should. Elon promised me, but, broken promises, whatever. So if you join Patreon, it's $1, and then you guys get all the emails. Plus, yes, on Patreon, like the other member sites, 4.5 years of behind the scenes, not for public consumption, Gen X Talk stuff, very, very private family stuff, but you guys get to get in on all that. Yeah. And there's a good crowd. Mostly people just look at it. They don't do a lot of comments on Patreon. We get a lot of comments on YouTube and Facebook, but nonetheless, you guys get to scroll through and see everything. Best $1 you're ever going to spend.
By the way, YouTube, I moved over Josh Maddox into YouTube to help moderate because since I'm talking, I'm missing some things, so.
Okay, well,
so I'm just saying, Josh is your moderator.
Josh is helping out Christine then, and Josh is going to do both, right?
Because yes, but the sheets are filling up really quick here.
So here we go. I didn't have time due to an injury today. I'd tell you it was an old football injury, but it was more of a sexual trapeze injury. I'm not as limber as I used to be. Took me down for the day, so I didn't have a lot of show prep time. So we're going to go in order. I got all these things in here, but I have to pop them up on the screen, just talk as we go. So I will be just as surprised as the rest of you. Good. Glad you're following along with that one. Here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert pretending to be a trained broadcast professional. And strange things are afoot at the Circle K, my fine feathered friends. Let's begin. Okay. The new staff members. Yes. Christine Matlock, married to Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case, maybe two.
Never lost a case is in that she's in YouTube tonight. Mary Mathis has come on, part of the financial part of it. Mike Perkins, who has been part of security and the Gen X Talks Uber driver. He did get a fresh new lime green paint job on his 1987 Ford Escort. That's how he Ubers. That's what he does. It's in top shape. He's running around the countryside, so we brought him on. And Danny H. Now, Danny H. is a real particular fellow. Danny H. is like
particular.
He's a very particular fellow. Now,
That's
Danny
an
H.
interesting. Is that an adjective?
I got that from Hanley. Hanley would always talk to people and say, well, we get to that particular point in the automotive repair. We'll tear down your engine. We'll get to that particular point and we'll see what's going on. I'll diagnose it. I'll get to that particular point and then I'll call you back. That's a Bob Hanley thing. But it's your particular point. So we got some particular points going on. Danny H is a very particular guy with some particular points. Let me explain these to you.
Okay.
Danny H is going to come on, and what his primary function is going to be is in Discord. Everybody knows him throughout the Gen X Talks community. He's one of the few people that he participates in the gaming with us, even if he's just watching and carrying on. Big in Discord, big in YouTube. Everybody knows who he is. So he's going to come over there. Trippy Pineapple and Sammy Joe will be pulling back from Gen X Talks as they make their big move out east, and the baby coming and searching for jobs. Plus, it's a little bit tough for a Trip because they're on the East Coast, so it's 9 o'clock there at night when we start our shows. And with the baby and the stuff, that's going to be tough.
He is an executive staff member, so he does a lot of hats in there, but he's got his hands full with everything that's going on.
So Trippy's going to pull back, Sammy's going to pull back, so we're going to bring on some other people to fill their shoes. Now,
they may step back in. We're not getting rid of them completely. But
well, I'm getting rid of Sammy.
Oh.
She doesn't meet the height requirements anymore. Sorry, she's too short.
You've raised the bar?
Yeah, I did. too short to be on staff. But Trippy Pineapple, you can see we brought on 4 people. We're going to have to bring on 11 more just to take the place of Trippy Pineapple. That's what the work he does. But Danny H. going to help out on Discord. So when Trippy moves away from Discord as the Discord overlord, we're going to slide Chris Yeager and their Disney Kid's going to take over. He's going to get some backup from Danny H. They're going to learn the ropes. It'll be tough. But the truth is, the first year or two that you have Discord is when you kind of weed out the assholes anyway. And Trippy's kind of got all that done. Things are running pretty smooth. So if they become not smooth, well, then we know Disney Kid and Danny H fucked it up. So if things go bad in Discord, it's squarely on their shoulders. But that's all Danny H is going to be doing. He's like, I don't want any other job. I don't want to be. He did have one request.
What's that?
He wanted to be labeled as the janitor.
I thought that
was the Discord janitor or
okay.
the Gen X Talks janitor. Now, we used to have a janitor. Do you remember who the janitor used to be? Who was listed on our website staff as the...
it was Low Torque.
It was Low Torque. Low Torque was the janitor. We haven't had a janitor in a year or so it's a big sloppy mess. So
you know what? We should have him go over to the woodshed every once in a while and clean it too.
Danny H has been in the woodshed more often than any 2 people I know.
I know, but he's been upgrading in there too.
Well, let me just tell you, as officially when Danny H came on, sometimes like with Christine, you hand her the golden set of keys to go do stuff.
Yes.
With Mike Perkins, you hand him the get out of jail free card so he can do speeding around. With Mary Matthews, you turn over the checkbook and the pen and the PIN codes. With Danny H, when he came on staff, you handed him the mop. We handed him the golden mop, so he's a janitor.
And would you believe the original janitor is in the chat right now?
Low Torque's in there?
He is in there.
Wow, far out.
Everybody say hi to Low Torque.
Low Torque returning the passing. Well, maybe he's here to officially pass the mop.
Maybe.
Pass that mop. All right, let's go. Picture number 2. Oh, yeah. You guys are retarded. Every fucking one of you.
Wow.
If I could drink,
I would
drink.
This happen? Where was I?
Do you want to know what? I'll tell you the truth. I had this on my screen working on this. You came in and all you did was kiss me and you left. So you never even noticed. My kisses were hypnotic and you never knew what was going on around you.
Yeah.
So it was on the screen when you came in and kissed me the other day and you never even looked. You just took off. I could have been watching porn and you would have not known because you were busy kissing me. All right. So I put this up.
I would have known your face would have been bright red if it was porn.
I get angry, don't I?
No.
So I put this up on.
And you would have been sweating.
I was watching Cops.
I was watching porn.
I was watching Cops. So I put this up just as a picture on all the member sites and on Discord and said, you'll figure it out. You know what? Reasonable people went, well, I'm just going to go look around for this, and they looked on the website, scrolled to the bottom. There it was with a link, and they played it and they were doing stuff. And there it was. Everybody else, I don't understand. I can't click on it. There's no, even Danny H goes, he wrote something like, I'll buy puzzles that have no link for 500, Alex, or something like that. It just, because go figure it out. Do a little searching. Sorry, all of our viewers have sandwiches in their hands. If I can't click on it immediately, I'm not playing. I'm out. That's too much fucking work. You're lucky I left it on the main page and didn't bury it on the fat guy page.
Have Gen Xers gotten soft?
I'm telling you.
We used to be the original scavenger hunters,
they're
man.
Not. Nobody figured it out.
Wow.
That puzzle's still up there.
They should have their Gen X card revoked.
I'm going to go into my mail. I just said, when you're done with it, email me. There was one revision. Danny H. did say I had one spelling error that didn't affect the puzzle.
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
He always misspells that something.
We're married. You're supposed to be blindly supporting me.
Not when it comes to that. Everybody knows. Even your kids know.
It's up there. The first 10 people in my emails, we're going to put their names up there that you guys got it done first. But I can't believe how many dumb people are like, well, if I can't click on it, I'm not playing. Fuck off then. Don't go find it. So that was one. Now, see, you know what St. Donna's doing right now? She's writing that down. Say, well, when it's over, I'm going to go look for that. I'm going to play that. I'm going to fill that out. She would do a crossword puzzle.
I'm sure she would.
And Sun Valley Fox would say, I'm not doing any goddamn crossword puzzle.
No.
And then he'll hover over her shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to do it together. Oh, he'll do it with her.
Yeah, he'll say, I'm not doing that. But then as she goes to do it, he'll go, 3 down is this. And she'll go, I thought you weren't doing it. Then he'll walk away. Then he'll come back, 11 across is this. That's his level of participation. So there you go. All right, that's 2 down and many to go. What's another one here? Just a little remembrance, a little welcome from the state of Nevada. I got a picture in the mail. Welcome to Minden. Thank you for buying some property in Dayton. And I said, I wondered what this was, but it came with a little note. This is the original Caravan that Sun Valley Fox came across Donner Passin from Chicago. And he was the third one back. It actually says SVF on the side of it, but it was nice to see that the state of Nevada was welcoming us with a little personal heritage.
Nice.
Something from their collection, something belongs in our collection. Little family bond right there. I'm digging that right there. So thanks to the Sun Valley Fox for making me feel welcome because of his expert tutelage in how to get people across Donner Pass. They recorded it and they sent it to us. That's nice.
Where are the horses on this thing?
God damn it. I was hoping you wouldn't say that. I don't know.
They're not even circling the wagons.
No, I don't even know what the fuck this picture really is because there's no horses.
Oh, wait. Are they going away? Are the horses in the front of them?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like there's room.
Seats in the front.
Yeah.
That is one of the weirdest pictures I've ever seen.
And look at how farther down the wagons get square, like they're a train car. I don't know. This is the most fucked up picture. I thought I had a good story. I almost pulled it off. If you hadn't said shit, no one would have noticed.
I thought I was seeing things.
I don't know what it is, but you know what? If the Sun Valley Fox, who knows what the fuck's going on?
He probably put them all together. Like the first wagon in the front has a team of horses, and knowing my brother, he probably tied them all together.
He probably stopped everybody and said, look, quit calling this a wagon train.
Yeah.
If you want it to be a train, let's hook it together.
Yes.
And he hooked all of them together like conjunction, junction. What's your function? He says, now we put the horses in the front. We all ride together. You got it? That's probably what he was doing.
That's what
during that time, maybe the horses are getting some water. I don't fucking know. But you know what? You fucked up a perfectly good segment of this show because no one was going to even notice that there was no horses anywhere in the picture.
Brother Bob just said cruise control.
Yeah. So,
maybe.
All right, let's click on the next picture. Oh,
what's this?
This is so wholesome. We can't. I was going to post this on Facebook and I didn't. It's 1978 and Mom still talks about that 1970 James Brown concert with the backstage pass. I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute. People like St. Donner going, I don't get it, Joe. What's going on? I don't understand that. Where are we at? And your brother is spitting out his whiskey out of his nose, and now he has to go fill another. Okay, that's funny shit. Come on. That's funny. That's called racial humor, and I dig it. It's really funny. All right, it's more funny because the dad doesn't got a fucking clue to what's going on. All right, next picture.
1 second.
What?
We have a gentleman in the YouTube chat that is very upset that you're using God's name in vain and saying you're Christian, and he's calling you rich.
Did I say I was a Christian?
I don't know, but he said it multiple times, and after he said he was out and leaving, he's still commenting. And I casually...
Who is it?
2A is his name, and I finally told him...
2A?
Yeah.
I don't see his name up there. Did somebody get rid of him? Did somebody tell him to go fuck himself or what? I don't see him in there.
Oh, he's there.
And he's in YouTube?
Yeah, he's in YouTube. I said, you're welcome to leave any time without any more comments. I mean, he already said he was already...
Hasn't he ever... What happens when God... I'm just asking now. When God is in heaven and all of those people, those Catholics who pray and they do that... prayer, singing, that's got to drive him nuts. And God's up there going, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? And then Jesus turns around and says, don't use my name in vain, Dad. Don't use my name in vain, Dad. I mean, can we admit that could happen? Are you not sure?
We don't know. We really don't know.
I don't know. And also, my other question would be to Mr. 2A, wherever the miserable fucker is.
It's not 2Bear.
No, not 2Bear. 2A.
I want to clarify. It's 2A.
I'm just asking this guy, whoever 2A is, I'm just asking, is that if, how does he know that I'm not connecting with God by using his name? And how am I, if I'm enunciating, if I'm cussing, isn't that speaking in cursive? A language that very few know. Am I not getting God's attention so he's paying more attention to what I'm talking about? I mean, I'm just asking because I don't know all the rules in there. So if 2A is hanging out, if he's not hanging out, it doesn't really matter. But I'd like to quote Tombstone.
Okay.
I'd like to quote Curly Bill Brocious, who after murdering one of the Earp boys looked up at Virgil and said the immortal words, well, bye. And that's how we all moved on. All right, so now we're moving on from there.
I love how they like to announce it that they're leaving.
Yeah, this isn't an airport. You don't got to announce your departure. Just get the fuck out of here. Nobody gives a shit.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, sorry about that.
So where were we?
You needed that tonight.
I did. I need a little bit of a... I needed to get the fuck out of here. Christine Matlock probably kicked him out. It was probably her first thing she did. She goes, well, you're fucking gone.
No, she's being really nice tonight.
First day on the job.
She's not coming in hot tonight.
Who was it that did that? We had a moderator there first night. Oh, Ashley. Her first night, she accidentally blocked a regular viewer. She goes, I clicked on the wrong name. I was trying to get rid of an asshole, and I blocked a regular viewer because I got an email going, why am I kicked out? Said, way to go, Ashley. Your first night on the job.
Yeah,
and
that's right. I forgot about that.
All right. So where were we? This one, you guys know what comes across my Google feed. Sometimes I got to click on it. Sometimes I skip over it. Supercomputer names the exact year life on Earth will end. Fuck. All right. I had to click on that. I had to know how much time I had left because computers can do amazing things right now. They really can. So if a supercomputer can calculate the exact time when the Earth will be no more, I wanted to know. Year 2026? Year 2036? You know what the year was?
Next year?
No.
What?
The year the computer said the world will no longer be here.
Okay.
1,986,212.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. It had so many fucking commas in it. I was pissed. I was pounding my phone going, what a fucking hat trick that was. You just catfished me all over the place. Different style of catfishing, but you guys get the idea. So yeah.
Okay.
If any of you are around Sun Valley Fox, if you're planning on being here in year 1 million and some change, that's when the world's going to end. Or
God, I don't
so
want
they
to be
say.
here that long.
I won't be here that long. No. Not unless someone figures out that I am a Highlander moving silently down through the ages.
Oh gosh, please.
There can be only one. This guy right here. All right. Clicking on the next one to see what it is. Okay, I posted this. I see remember on Facebook, whenever you see all the nostalgia stuff, round Gen X talks, this guy. Whatever. Square Gen X talks, that girl over there. So you know which ones are better. That's right, this guy's. I don't know what this is.
That's an adding machine.
Well, of course, we all know it's some sort of an adding machine. But
I think it's a check writer to be exact.
Why does it have that slot across the top?
That's where you
What are those little dots and stuff up there? What is that for?
That's where you put the page for your checks, I believe.
I've never seen one of these. I didn't know what it was. That's why I didn't go, bet none of you can figure out what this is. I actually wrote the truth. I go, all right, I don't even know what the fuck this is.
So it's not a Gen X thing, just so you know.
Well, it might have been around during our generation, but I don't remember.
Star Robertson says it's an IBM card puncher.
A card puncher, okay.
I could see that.
Now, see, I figured you may know. You worked in an office when you were younger. Maybe one of these things was kicking around. I don't know. I didn't know.
Nothing that old.
If that crossed over, that's all. Just I don't know what that is.
Okay. The jar is covered, just so you know.
You got stuff between the sheets. Get to it.
I've got a ton.
Well, get to the important stuff. We'll get to the questions later.
Shoeless One gave 5 more memberships over on YouTube.
Thank you, Shoeless, my man.
John Nunez over on Facebook. Good evening, General and Mom. How you doing today? Wants to know.
John, what's going on, my man? Thanks for sticking around, buddy.
Yeah, Tim Mitchell is sorry I've been MIA. Health ain't healthing so good.
Tim Mitchell, I have his picture ready to be a $2 whore.
Oh.
Just so you know, Tim, you're up soon.
Sean MacArthur over on Facebook. General Mama X, please enjoy 300 stars. Me in the spiritual stars. Me, the spiritual Jamaican, is what he said.
Spiritual Jamaican. Change your name to that. Just change the spiritual. I want you to do it.
Sweets is a member for 27 months tonight. Christina Dvorak gave $2. It's the horses that are invisible in Harry Potter. That's what she wanted you to know.
What the fuck?
Christina Dvorak gave $50 and she said kerplunk.
Yeah, blowing up the jar, yeah.
And then for another $2 because she's trying to find out who the hoe is.
Yeah, you guys are having a real hard time with that. I can't believe nobody's figured it out. And it looks like Christine Dvorak gave 10 Gen X Talks memberships. That is someone give, never take. Christine, 10 memberships. That means 10 more people can take a peek behind the curtain after the show's over.
And
don't go now.
Just dropped $20. This should clear the jar, but it doesn't. We can't pick the $2 whore, he says.
Oh, my God. All right. Let me go. You know what? I'll just stop the whole show for you inconsiderate.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the show and do your fucking bidding because you're all a bunch of pompous, arrogant fucking people. I love each and every one of you. Let's go. Oh, let me get up there.
Oh, they were wrong. No, but they were wrong because they're guessing somebody.
Let me go. Hold on. Let me go to Streamlabs. Let me go do this for you fine people. Boom, 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 boom. Streamlabs. Go to Streamlabs. And then we log in and we go over to here. We're going to clear the jar. Everybody watch. The jar is going to magically disappear.
Oh, no, they guessed.
They did?
Yeah, they guessed.
Hold on. Don't tell me. Shut up. Don't say anything. It's Bob.
Oh,
Bob is the $2 whore.
No.
The one tied to the mast.
I'm telling this guy. I'm going to find his number and tell him that he was the $2 hoe tonight.
Hang on. Dum, 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 dum. A little bit slow. We go to the jar. Where's the jar? Handle the jar. Page of the jar. Doom, 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 doom. And we go down to the button that says empty the jar. Boom. And now the jar should be emptied. All right. Let's go back to what we're doing. Jar is empty. Light is green. Trap is clean. All right.
Continue on.
Okay. Continuing on, the next picture that I'm going to uncover is this one. This one's for St. Donna.
Uh-oh.
Now, I know that she knows all about plants. This is from Nevada, and I'm not sure what this plant grows up to be. I'm not sure what this plant looks like. But
you know what it's going to grow up to be.
St. Donna,
right there.
St. Donna is the resident Gen X Talks green thumb for Nevada. This was something sold in Nevada for Nevadans, to which I will be one soon. I'm not sure what succulent ass is. I mean,
that means he's going to be an ass.
But a succulent ass? I'm just saying, this is a little bit weird here. I'm not sure what... Is this something... do you do something with this plant once it grows up? Do you plant it at waist level? I'm just asking. I'm full of questions here. I didn't know what a succulent ass was when it came to a plant. Sweetheart...
Star Robert says it smells like ass?
I don't... There's a good question. Star Robert, does it smell like ass? Now, see, if someone says, well, do you know a succulent? My wife has a succulent rump roast of an ass. I love it. But as far as plants go, what do you say about that? I'm not sure. Now, if this had just said this is an ass plant, well, we would have asked your brother. But that's not how it came up. Okay. So if anybody could tell me what a succulent ass plant is, I'd like to know. Pertaining to the high deserts of Nevada, I guess you guys know more than I do. And welcome to that's next picture, next slide, as they said. Next slide. Yeah, not a place I'd take a girl on a first date. Not even sure what kind of bonehead named the cemetery Resurrection Cemetery.
Well,
Don't even have a clue. It's like, can you pick any other name? Name it after the town. Boot Hill. Pretty common. You can name any. That's probably one of the...
I want to be in that cemetery. That's where I want to be.
Just got to go.
There.
Just got to go through the waiting period, and then up you go. All right. Well,
Seems like the way to go.
I would say the naming was very optimistic. I think that was a very optimistic person who was like, someday. All right, go to the next slide, please. Next slide. We still got a few more. I don't know what they are.
Somebody was hoping for
Okay,
resurrection.
I need help here. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back in your chair. I need a little help.
No
Let's
kidding.
talk about this. Okay. Ambassador Villa. Now, it has other foreign language on there. Now, to me, it looks Korean. It looks Korean to me. And the pictures, and then it says, grass blue under the foot is forgiving. Grass
Is for
blue.
giving
Yeah.
or for giving?
For space giving. So if you have bluegrass under your foot, you give it or
But
something.
if you look above, you're not allowed to step on the grass. So how would you know?
You're not allowed to do anything by the pictures above. No fucking dogs, no playing soccer, no riding a bicycle, which none of those have to do with fucking grass.
But it said grass blue under the foot. You can't put the grass under your foot according to the picture. So
It's forgiving. How do you give it? I don't know. But what drew my attention to this more than anything,
Confucius says.
Confucius said, was this one. This part of the sign bothered me the most. That guy's punting a flower. He's punting a flower in one of those little fucking things you buy them in. Now, I don't know if this is a Korean Nevada sign, and that is a succulent ass flower. I don't know whether, to be fair with you, I don't know if a succulent ass blooms. I don't know. Is it an evergreen? I don't know. But this one bothered me the most. I get no fucking dog, don't play fucking
And
soccer.
don't punt the potted plant.
And don't punt the punted. I don't get it. I just is a little confusing there. I figured, Danny H has got to be our crypto guy. We got to give him stuff and go, hey man, decipher this shit. I got to send him some stuff ahead of time and go, Danny, I need an answer on this before tonight's show. What the fuck does this picture mean? I need some help because doing this off the fly, I don't get it.
Big Dog Nam Vet for $5 gave you a riddle.
All right, I'm ready.
Who's starting it?
All right.
One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight.
Back to back, they faced each other, drew their swords, and shot each other.
Tell
A
it to
deaf
him.
policeman heard the noise and came and killed the two dead boys. And if you don't believe this lie is true, just ask the blind man. He saw it too. Written by the same man who wrote the quick story, yesterday upon the stairs, I saw a man who wasn't there. He wasn't there again today. Wish the heck he'd stay away. Yeah, you like that,
There you
huh?
go.
Going some old school there. All right, so that was our thing. I don't get it. You get it. We don't get it. We didn't drink enough to understand it. Here's one for you.
He said outstanding.
Thank you. Here's one for the Sun Valley Fox. This will haunt his memory all night. The Sun Valley Fox is a machinist, and they live in a world of OCD.
This is going to give him
Like if
nightmare.
I hang a picture on the wall, I make sure it's centered in the wall. I make sure it's level. Nail, I'm up there. Sun Valley Fox gets out protractors and compasses, plumb bobs to make sure there's distances. And if he finds that particular ceiling and the floor is not perfectly parallel, he'll fix that part first. That'll become a 3-month project of rebuilding that wall before we can hang the picture correctly.
This one's going to haunt him.
This one is going to bother him forever.
I like the crown molding on top. That's pretty nice.
He's looking at that going, okay, on one side there's like a concrete step, the other side there's rock work, but it goes to a blue. It doesn't even match the color or the height. The steps to a garage.
It's not even level.
The fuck? No. You can see a gap in the garage door. It's not even right. There's something wrong with this whole fucking thing is wrong. And
Spot and Stocky says, I'm a machinist and that's effing with me bad.
yeah, and see, they get it. When you're a machinist, you live in a whole. As a mechanic, I'm like, all right, I'll just fucking knock that shit out and pour some concrete. I'll straighten it up. No. As a machinist, their world is so different. Every machinist I've ever known my entire life, they live in a whole fucking different world. They open up a bag of chips with scissors, cutting it equally from each side, and they roll it up with a paper clip on each. I mean, it's a whole fucking other word. You fucking weirdos. Every machinist, you're fucking
I can't even come
weirdos.
up with a story on this one.
No, I can't either. But I don't even like this picture. I just know it's going to fuck with your brother. That's all. He's going to wake up in the middle of the night sweating over this picture. That's the only reason I did it.
I'm waiting for a text
message.
message.
If I got to be up at night, so does he. All right. And now I know I'm fucking with spotting stocks too. That fucker's going to be up.
Oh, and Big Dog Now I'm Vet says I'm a mechanic and I don't get that at all, he said, as a mechanic.
No, we don't either. But as mechanics, we're like,
you just go, whatever.
We just fuck it. We, as a mechanic,
next,
we could just make it work. We're like, all right, we'll figure this out. We'll knock some shit down, build a ramp, pound some stuff together, knock a few people. We'll figure it out. We'll make it functional. But machinists, no. You got to start
engineers.
No, you got to start at the drawing board and go backwards.
Yeah.
All right. What else is up there? Oh, this one is going to drive you nuts.
Oh, great.
This guy, for some reason, plumbed electrical and water and a drain into the center of his kitchen and put a refrigerator in the middle of it and then built around it. There is a fridge not attached to anything, faced at a very obtuse angle, and I don't know how this guy lives with this. I mean, I personally wouldn't care. This would drive you batshit crazy.
I'm not sure. I don't understand the concept, first of all. Why?
I read the article. There really wasn't an explanation for that. I read the article on all these. That last one, the guy says his brother helped him piece it together, and they started with the garage and realized they couldn't level it out, so they built steps. There was a story. This one, I didn't understand why the guy did it. He said it was an engineering problem where he had the water and the electrical in the wrong spot. I'm like, well, fucking make it a countertop next to it or something, but he didn't. He chose this.
I bet he just put the fridge right there in the middle of the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then his wife goes, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
That's not. So he goes, I'll just build around it.
Yeah, it'll be fine. She goes, I don't want to see that refrigerator from the dining room. No problem. I'll build something around it.
That's how that went down.
Now you can't see it anymore.
That's how that went.
You know, if the Sun Valley Fox saw the water line electrical sticking out of the floor, he'd have stomped it back down and said, well, where does the fridge code? Because it ain't going here.
I bet that guy's single now. I have a feeling.
Well, if he's still married, he ain't getting any badonkadonk, that's for sure. Let's see another one. We got another one here. Now, this one, I got to say, came with no explanation.
What the hell is that?
Now, this is very 70s. This is cushiony. This is very cushiony kitchen. All the cabinets, all the drawers. It's like a couch.
They're upholstered.
Yeah, they're upholstered with the nice button indent like you would on a couch or a sofa. Right, and the colors and theme right from 1973.
What?
Now, there was no explanation with this one. The only thing I can figure is
maybe it's Corinthian leather.
Rich Corinthian leather. Yes, it's made by. This is the Chrysler kitchen. Yes, it's the Chrysler Cordoba edition. The only thing I could think of is if I was going to label this, if I had to put a caption into this,
okay,
this would be, in my opinion, the domestic abuse kitchen.
Oh, why was that's not
because
right?
The husband and wife can fight and push each other and knock their heads into the cabinets. Nobody ever gets hurt. Everything's fine.
That's not right.
The domestic abuse kitchen. Why couldn't it be labeled that? It's better than what you... Can anybody else label it anything else? No, you can't. This is it. I have achieved my goal.
That looks like a pimp kitchen.
Oh, if it was pink or purple.
Look at the handles on it, too. It's got like...
I'm telling you.
Jeweled out.
It's something.
But look at the handles are in the corners. I have never seen that.
Domestic abuse kitchen. That's what it is. All right. Do we got any more? Got a couple more here. Okay. There's a couple things I was thinking about with this. My fat ass could not walk down this hallway to get to that toilet. You know why? Because I couldn't fit through the fucking door.
That's a little claustrophobic.
It's, the only, this is going to, I know my brain works differently than everybody else's. Did anybody else picture yourself walking down this hallway towards that toilet and Darth Vader music is playing? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. That's what I pictured. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with Darth Vader, but I'm just saying, you go down there. Looks
like the inside of a toaster.
It's a little bit inconvenient.
The Sun Valley Fox just texted me.
I almost don't want to know. What do you say?
He says, the Sun Valley Fox
Fox reporting in.
I I didn't know it was Pick on Machinist Day. I have to double my medication, he says.
Yeah, it is Pick on Machinist Day. And just have another shot. That is your medication.
By the way, Star Roberts wants to know, is that a half bath?
Yeah. Or a 1/6, perhaps. I don't know who did that. Whatever. So there's that one. Got any more of these? You got a couple more coming.
New York bathroom.
All right, we're on our last one, I think, here. And yeah, this one's for the machinists out there. This one's great. Any thoughts on this one, lovely bride? This one came with an explanation. This one I could click on and read it.
Where's the inspector on that one?
Yeah, Trippy Pineapples.
He's freaking. If he's watching,
he's not watching. He'd be pulling his hair out right now. Yeah. The kid who did this for his mother put it in the counter and the sink and installed the outlet because he thought that there was a lot of things like portable mixers and things that would get, even the cords would get dirty and you want to put them in the sink to clean them. So he put the electrical outlet right there. Notice it is not a GFI outlet.
Oh my God.
Dumbass. A real thing. It's not Photoshop. It's a real fucking thing by a real fucking kid who had his real fucking head up his real fucking ass a little bit too far. That's just what I'm saying. Of course, if 2A comes back and hears me cussing, he's going to be very upset.
Yeah, he's
very
upset. He's going to need a nap.
All right, so that's it for the drag and drop section of the program. That's all I had to say. I got, you know what? I've been saving some stuff. Let me just clear it out. In the comment section, I'm looking for the correct answer. Let's see if I can get a hold of a staff to let them know. I'd like to know who gets this answer first.
Oh, my
if you're
goodness.
In Rumble,
you are going to stress out our staff right now.
They can handle it. They can handle it. I'm going to put an answer in the staff thread. Here we go. December 7th. No. And then we're going to look for an answer from you fine folks. You answer. Let's see. I believe this is the answer.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Staff has now been given the answer. I'm going to put up a picture. And if you're on X, if you're on Rumble, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, please put the right answer up. If your answer goes across there first, you're going to get a little recognition. So, Chris, that means you have to copy and paste the answer. We should get 2 answers from Facebook and 1 answer from Rumble. Does anybody know by this picture the name of this movie? Anybody?
It's delayed, remember.
I think I know the answer. I've got the answer in my head.
You didn't check?
No, I didn't check. I was going just off the fact that I hadn't drank a lot of whiskey and I knew what the fuck I was doing.
Okay, I'll check YouTube.
Okay.
Josh can go over to X or wherever.
All right,
Danny
anybody?
H says The Thing.
See, that was the other one. It was either The Thing or it's...
So you just put something on there that you don't even know the right answer to.
I'm not entirely sure. See, everyone's writing The Thing. I don't think it's The Thing.
Christina Dvorak says Stargazer.
No, it's not Stargazer.
The thing that you put, that I've never even heard the name of that movie.
Well, maybe that's where it is in the movie. Maybe that's where he is in the movie.
Oh
See, everyone's writing The Thing. I don't know.
I can't believe you even put a picture up there when you don't know it. Confirm.
It's
I'm
something
waiting
to talk
see
about.
What everybody else says. Let me see if somebody else is.
Okay, well, if they've already guessed everywhere, I'm writing down Ice Station Zebra.
Whatever.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Ice Station Zebra. What am I missing here? How far am I fucked up on this one? Is he at Ice Station Zebra?
Star Roberts says that's where the thing from outer space was infecting everyone. They couldn't kill it.
See, I wasn't sure. It was.
You want to know if the place was.
Well, it was the movie. Listen, the movie was either The Thing or Ice Station Zebra, and I went with Ice Station Zebra. That was my thing.
Never even heard of Ice Station Zebra.
Shy writes the kennel. Shy, what the fuck are you talking about? Does it look like there's a lot of dogs there? Does it look like
Diabolito over on Facebook? He's a regular. He said The Thing.
So no, that's it. It's Kurt Russell. We got that, Christopher Sievik. But it's
Low
not.
Torque is saying totally The Thing. That's Low Torque.
Well, fuck that guy. What does he know? Wow. Are you sure it's not? What does Ice Station Zebra have to do with this picture then?
Florida Man says The Thing up in Alaska, a John Carpenter film, I believe.
Nightbot. Ice Station Zebra. Am I right?
Well, because you just said it.
As far as I know, Nightbot, I think you might be right.
You're so full of shit.
All right, let's do another one. All right.
Houdini just said Kurt Russell wasn't in Ice Station Zebra.
Maybe he was at Ice Station Zebra.
Danny H says Ice Station Zebra was a different movie. So there are some weird guys just like you that do these random weird things. Bernadine over on Facebook Personal says The Thing.
All right. I'm convinced.
So you just messed up the whole chat.
I'm convinced that there's a possibility that that movie might have been The Thing. I'm convinced.
Unbelievable.
All right, here's one that Sun Valley Fox and St. Donna will probably know quicker than everybody else. I want this person's name. It doesn't have to be the actor's name. I just want the guy's name because all the movies that he was in were based around this one guy. Does anybody know who this is? Anybody? Can you hear me in the back? Staff has the answer. I believe I'm right with this one. I may be wrong. This is not Little Joe from Bonanza. No, not the Ponderosa.
Is that the guy's real name?
No.
Oh, Houdini got it.
I think this is the character's name.
Houdini got it on YouTube.
Okay, so what do we got on YouTube? We got Attrition told me I was wrong, sir, but he said sir, so that's okay. Houdini said Billy Jack. Nightbot said Fred. Bojack said Thomas O'Brien. No, Thomas
Bernadine
O'Brien.
on Facebook says Billy Jack.
Who?
Bernadine.
Bernadine got it right.
Billy Jack.
Billy Jack. Dude says the kid. Kel Riken said Clint Eastwood. Kel, whatever you're smoking, either put it down and sober up or smoke more because you're way off.
Randy Kurtzman on Facebook Blue says Billy Jack.
See, so we got some Billy Jack things going on out there. How come we're not getting the answers from Rumble? Is Rumble abandoned right now? Is there nobody in Rumble?
I don't know. Dr. Shadowlight better have his ass over there because he complains about Rumble every time.
When Rumble's not up, Dr. Shadowlight's the biggest bitch in the world.
Josh says nobody's talking on Rumble, so Dr. Shadowlight ain't there.
Well, then I don't want to hear shit from Dr. Shadowlight again about this. All right, everybody, please remember your good moderators can put up the link to Wordle. Wordle is a free game with the New York Times, but we all play it, and then we go into Discord, and we just post our results. It's really fun to see what each other one gets and how long it takes us to get. It's a lot of fun. You play against staff. You play against each other. You just post your thing on there. We do it once a day, but Wordle is free for them. It's free for you. It's on Discord. There is a room called Wordle. Yeah, figured that one out. It's rocket science. All right. So now we move to the other part of the program. Before I put up any sort of a phone number, do you have anything in the sheets you want me to answer?
I got, any questions from people?
Anything. Yep. Anything you want to say, any questions you guys got. If you got them, put them in the sheets. Ask away. We'll be more than happy to answer.
Well, Johnny O on Facebook says, General, you sound so much better than last week.
I had a terrible day, Johnny O. I was down the whole day. I wanted to work out here, and I couldn't. And I, with Dr. McDreamy and his guidance with food and meds, I was down up until about, an hour before the show. And then I got up and I came out here and I'm feeling pretty good right now, but I'm being very careful. In fact, Dr. McDreamy says he had me squared away with a bunch of shit. And he goes, okay, starting now, because he knows all the stuff that I've been eating, drinking, and medicine for about 5 days. And this is his exact words. Dr. McDreamy said, I need you to start thinking about everything you eat as high octane fuel. You have to have the highest octane fuel because we need to fix that gut pain that's killing you, that's sidelining you. He's telling me right now. So everything I've been eating, I've been running it by him, and he's been bumping me up on some stuff, but he's been very strict about it. And we're supposed to head out for Nevada tomorrow, but I didn't get anything done today. So Briggs is out right now squaring a bunch of stuff away that he can do. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting up at God early, and I'm going to try to, again, health. If I'm feeling good now, and I'm feeling good tonight, and I'm feeling good tomorrow, Johnny O, that's what I'm going to be doing. Thank you for noticing because, I think, Johnny O, let me tell you something, buddy. More than you saying you notice that I'm doing good now, it means that you noticed when I wasn't well. And sometimes I don't think people even know. I don't think very many people can tell, hey, something's wrong with the general tonight. He's not quite. But you did, because you noticed tonight was better, which means that you paid enough attention over the years to know. Thank you for noticing, Johnny O. That means a lot to me. Appreciate the kind words, but appreciate you also noticing when things are off kilter, like my marriage, which never got fixed on, this is the second year in a row that negotiations have fallen apart and contract renewal has failed. That's twice now. Yeah.
I went to New York for you on my anniversary.
Yeah.
It was all about you.
What?
I supported you in New York. I got you to New York.
You did.
I got you to see Cuomo.
You did.
You got to shake his hand.
I did.
You got to talk to him.
I did.
You even got a picture with him.
I did.
And I got you home safely.
Yeah, but I bought you dessert when you wanted it that night, whatever you wanted.
I didn't get dessert that night.
Oh, that's right. We didn't we?
Yeah, I I didn't get an anniversary.
What did you get?
Don't even go there. My anniversary was second class this time.
Whoa. Well, that's true. I flew first class. You flew coach.
Whatever.
That's true. So those of you who heard the podcast, the entire story of our flight and hotels and everything took over an hour to tell it. But all the stories that went along with that, they're on the podcast. After the show, I will edit it. I will make sure it posts tomorrow for you guys. It'll drop at midnight tonight. That's the one that goes in tandem with last week's. So you get to hear the whole thing.
Drop and goes. You just blew that one. General.
Yeah, I fucked that one up a little bit, but it's not the first time I stepped on my dick. Not going to be the last. All right. Anything between the sheets?
There are no questions.
All right.
But lots of things going on here. Facebook, Sean MacArthur, Chris, my guy, this is for you, buddy. Enjoy. That 500 stars for Chris's birthday.
Wait a second. How come Chris gets 500 stars and we get like 1 and 200?
I don't know. Or Chris. I'm sorry. Chris Yerger, maybe? The Disney Clan?
Yeah, he's the Chris Yerger is the moderator over on Facebook tonight.
All right. Jeremy over on Facebook. When Quantum Computers tells us we should listen, supercomputers are trolls.
Oh, well, then fuck it. We'll throw that one out. Never mind, everybody. We have no idea when the world's going to end.
Danny H. is reporting in with $2 on YouTube saying Sahara, his wife, got her big red one tonight.
Big red one for Sahara. Hey, you said someone guessed who the $2 whore was?
Yes, and I have one right here. Aaron Heath on Facebook.
Aaron Heath on Facebook guessed who the $2 whore is.
Is it your new buddy, Chris Cuomo?
Now, why did he say it like that? Why couldn't he have just said, it's Chris Cuomo?
It's a bromance.
Where's the new buddy thing? Is it your new pal? Is it your new palsy wowsy? Your new little buddy? Your Fellow friend? No, it's Chris. Mr. Cuomo to you. That's who it is.
Christina Dvorak for $5 is letting you know it's succulent assorted.
It just said succulent ass. That's all I'm saying.
Top Knots Rule and Star Roberts gifted 5 more memberships apiece.
Thank you very much, guys.
Diabolito on Facebook. Love the podcast earlier today. Glad Mama X got to enjoy New York. General and Mama X, glad you guys made it back safely. Thank you so much.
We did. Thank you.
Diabolito. Nightbot for $5. You hide your illness well, General.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Although my wife would agree. She says I'm a big fucking baby, but, chicks, man. Chicks.
Christina Dvorak for $100 on YouTube. Take mom out for dessert.
Wow.
That's my girl.
You know what I will do with that? I know exactly
the ladies.
I know exactly what you would want for dessert tonight before we leave for tomorrow. I do. I know exactly what you'd want. And I will get it for you. Christina has provided you with a wonderful dessert tonight. And I'll send it to you. Almost as good as St. Donna's cookies. Not quite, but almost as good. All right.
They are pretty good.
They are pretty good. That's not metaphorically speaking. This isn't, hey, St. Donna's cookies are all right. No. She really bakes cookies and they're fucking great. In fact, I got to be honest, I don't think I've had anything in her house that didn't taste good.
Oh, it's good.
Very good stuff.
Scott Royston just chimed in on YouTube and gifted 5 memberships. We've got like 25 new.
Yeah, Scott Royston will not be outdone, sirs. He will not be dismissed. Scott Royston will stand up and be counted.
And he's there. And one of the names is Mushroom Cap.
What? Jason Cox Omar broke Mushroom Cap.
What'd the person do? Just look at him. Mushroom Cap.
Well, isn't what kids say, isn't cap mean like the truth or not truth or something? So when you say cap, you mean that's like legit? I don't know. I can't fucking keep up with their terminology. Who the fuck knows? All right. So nothing else. We're all good?
Yeah, that's it.
Because
nobody's asking questions.
Here's the deal. We've made it through an hour. Can you believe an hour went by that quick?
That's fast.
When you're hanging out with your friends, time goes by.
Fun,
I know.
Time flies.
I could take questions, but nobody. I thought we'd have a half an hour of questions, but nobody has asked us shit. Nothing. Not a word. And yes, I did erase the whole G.I. Joe paragraph. I found it today, and I erased it. So no more of that shit.
Nobody said G.I. Joe. Nobody said it.
Nope, good.
Nobody did.
All right, so,
So there we were.
That was it. Well, if you guys don't have anything else to say, I will let you guys know. It was...
we do have an announcement for those longtime listeners.
Go ahead.
Briggs's girlfriend, Addie, is graduating high school on May 29th. She submitted her essay to be one of the readers or at graduation, not valedictorian, just kind of a speaker. a speech, whatever, and she won.
She was accepted.
Well, she's one of the seniors that got accepted, and she will be reading her speech. So hopefully we will maybe get a snippet of it if the kid
we should,
goes. So we will see.
That's good news.
We haven't heard much from Addie lately. She's very, very busy this last month of senior.
On.
So, yeah.
So anyway, to wrap up with you guys, not only is it an emotional time for us, financial time for us, and a physical time for us. Being Gen X mom was down for 3 days solid. Then I was down for 2 days with my pains where I can't even get up and move. I can't even sit, can't walk, nothing feels good. And when I'm hurting, there's no comfortable position to be in. But we're fighting through. We're trying to move. We got 2 trailers loaded. We're trying to get out of here tomorrow and get back on the road. Mike Perkins has said he's going to monitor our progress and he'd come rescue or help if there was a problem. I know the Sun Valley Fox is always on standby. He's got his go bag ready to go with his rescue gear in his truck. If something happened, he'd be there too. If we can get these 2 trailer loads up to Nevada, then the next time we take 2 trailers, we're almost done. Then we just have to repair the stuff around the house and call it a day. So we're trying to get out tomorrow morning by 9. Briggs and I are going to be up about 6, patching things together and getting the last few pieces on the road with is what we're doing, which is good. And we'll let you guys know as we tag along. Tomorrow's Friday, so there's usually not a lot going on there. I think Briggs has at least one short he's got prepared for you guys. And if we get a chance, we'll put out a bunch of stuff. We do the members content whenever we can. And there's a lot of new stuff coming out. A lot of changes, especially with the new staff changes. And the biggest change is going to be with Christine Matlock, married to Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
Never lost a case. That's heading to Nevada. We're going to have dinner with her and Ben up there and talk about some stuff. We got 2 things to talk about, but the big thing is the direction of Gen X Talks and where we're trying to power things up. It's a big, bold move, but we're really primed for it. I've been turning away phone calls, turning away emails for months now, and we're just about ready to let loose. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
We have a couple questions.
All right.
Sweets asked me, when does the studio start getting packed, and when are you guys hoping to be settled in the new house? Well, the first half of that is, I have already started. I've started taking things off the wall, but the studio will be last to pack. That'll be the last thing to go. And when we're hoping to be in a couple weeks, is that our goal now? I mean, are we
within 2 weeks, by the end of this month, by June 1st, we will be completely out of here, completely up there. The house will be cleaned, listed, repaired, and ready to go. We'll have a maid service come in and clean up everything one more time. The pool guy and the gardener will keep things going, and then it's kind of out of our hands at that point. So within 2 weeks we should be done. But the big thing is if my trailer hasn't made a long trip in 10 or 15 years.
Yeah.
My trailer makes it the long trip back up there and back. That's encouraging. We are good to go. We can start ripping and tearing while we're down here, which is a good thing. So
also, Florida Man says, so General, when is Cuomo coming on or doing questions?
He said whenever, like him and his friend Greg Bellows, who's an actor. He's in movies and TV. I just got to text them and say, you guys free tonight? And if they, just for 5 minutes, Chris would come on all the time. Chris was very excited about it. And Chris made me an offer. He says, any project that you hear about me doing, if you want to be part of it, call me and you're in. In other words, if he was doing another town hall or if he was doing some event in New York or Philadelphia or Boston out there, and I wanted to be part of it or go, he'd be willing to get me out there to get into the event. It was a very generous offer. When I tell you guys that he spent every extra minute with us, I'm not exaggerating. You can ask my wife. I don't know why. It was flattering. It was humbling, and it really gave me, just this weird kinship that him and I have for some reason. I don't know why. We don't agree on all the politics, but we agree on everything else. But we're kind of the same age. We got we just got so much in common in life other than, our politics are different. And I think that's part of it, is that he's rebuilding, his career based in the center and being objective, and he views me as one of those guys too. I think that's part of it. I don't have anything bad to say about Chris. You guys all say, well, fuck Chris Cuomo and all the shit he's done. And I'm telling you that I gave the man a second chance because I felt the same way. I didn't care for Chris at all. And I started listening to his podcast. I started listening. He still leans left. But man, does he attack everything in the middle. And I've stolen some of his explanations and just not told you guys. That's how good they were. I'm just letting you guys know if he fucks up, I would tell you he fucked up in my book. He is not. He is trying. He'll make mistakes, I'm sure, but he's trying very hard to get to the truth of these questions and these situations of politics and things going on. He put Bill Maher in his place. Did you guys see that when he was on that show?
Yeah.
He stood up to Bill Maher, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, just the stuff he does. He has lost friends. He has called me and says he's lost friends because...
He's very active on X, if you want to follow him. I follow him because X is my rag magazine.
Yeah.
But he goes back and forth and debates people if you want to get into, a discussion with him, which has been great.
Sure.
He's been doing it. So...
But what I was saying is that he's lost friends because he's had Republicans on that he agreed with some of their points. And he has told me that people have disowned him. He's like, why do you have that Republican on and you're agreeing with him? He's like, well, because I agree with that point. So he is standing his ground. I know you guys don't like him, and he did a lot of shit in the past that everybody hates. I got you. All I'm saying is, if you're going to look at some of the stuff, you can climb on board with me and try to be objective about where he's at right now. See if you still find the same fault that you did when he was on CNN. I challenge you that he is a different man right now. And in my opinion, better. And he's created this person. This wasn't spoon-fed to him. This is something he's been working at. And I just think Chris is one of those guys, when he puts his mind to it, he gets it done. And he's doing it. And I'm not totally sold on all of his ideas and all of his politics. I don't blindly follow him. We argue about stuff all the time. I just respect that the man is in the middle when he's discussing things. And then, of course, how could I not be grateful for all the opportunities? And he knows he loses people as friends when he has me on because they hate me, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care if he loses friends. He's like, yeah, people don't like you being on my show, and go fuck themselves. He goes, you're still going to be on the show, and we're still going to be friends, and we're still going to talk. I couldn't have bought loyalty like that, and I don't deserve it. I haven't done anything to prove any worth to him, but I'm eternally grateful for what Chris has done.
People are asking, are we going to do a Saturday show from Nevada?
We will do a Saturday show from
a day before Mother's Day.
From the Loop.
The Loop.
We are not inside the 9 mile exclusion zone. There's a 9 mile perimeter around the Sun Valley Fox's house. Sun Valley Fox has the official Minden Studios, which you guys have seen shows from before.
The original, the OG.
The OG. But if we can muster it, we'll do it from the Loop. And there are times when the Sun Valley Fox will come over and join us at the Loop Studios. It's a lot of fun, but no decorations yet. When the decorations get up there, we'll put them up and things will look good, and we'll change things around for you guys. But we do have enough room up there. One of the bedrooms up there, we cleared it out. We got enough room for a temporary studio. We'll build something worthy of Gen X talks when we after. But I heard the house has to be built first. The studio comes after the house. Women, I don't understand that.
Oh, no.
I think the power should go in, the water line, the septic system, then the studio, then the house. But I've been outvoted on that.
Let me close out something. Facebook personal, Sean MacArthur. General Mama X, I forgot here some stars for Moving Fund. Peace and love, here to support 500 stars sent.
Appreciate you, my man.
Daniel Stedman over on Facebook. Squid says, hola. Take your time. Don't hurt yourself. Lift with someone else's knees. And Christina Dvorak is gifting us $300 on YouTube for the tire fund for your trailer.
No, that's for Christina. You're allowed to just go, Christina could just say, the general is an amazing man, and I just feel compelled.
No, you messed up my anniversary.
You're going to get some dessert tonight. Thank Christina for the dessert.
And it's not from you. Whatever. Bernadine over on Facebook wants to know, are y'all only on Thursday?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we have Bottom of the Glass Nation shows at 6. The Garage Show is coming back, which will be with and without the Sun Valley Fox from time to time, because that's going to be a real special event, and we're going to stick to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Even in the dead of winter, I got some really cool ideas from some experiments we can do. The Garage Shows were hugely popular on Facebook. That was one of our fastest growing shows until we stopped doing it. Also, yes, we have to bring back the World Show. I'm not sure when. We'll set up those times. We'll be doing the World Show again. But for all of you asking, especially if you're asking when the shows are, go to genxtalks.com. There's a whole schedule of stuff. You got to poke around at the drop-down menus, look at all the stuff in there. genxtalks.com has all the stuff we're doing. We try to keep it up to date. Every single day we go in there and move some stuff around, let you guys know we're there.
So Dragon Slayer Jade brought up a very good point. Garage show with no garage. Tell them how it's going to happen.
We have a garage. We have a garage. At Loop Studios has a garage. It's very limited. So the shows that I'm doing by myself are going to be very simple together. Gen X Mom's doing them with me. Same thing. But we have to move some stuff around because we actually use the garage to park a car in it now. I've never done that in my entire life. My garage is always filled up with stuff. However, I've been outranked here by Gen X Mom saying I'm parking my fucking car in the garage. So we also have access to the Minden Studios. Minden Studios has a nice garage where we can do some stuff with the Sun Valley Fox and actually go through some old tools and educational stuff with the old guy beating me up. There's going to be a few of those things we work in because he's very talented and he's very gifted and he's very knowledgeable. We can pry that some information out of the Sun Valley Fox as we go along. Believe me, it not just benefits me, it benefits everybody. But there's some stuff to do there. So the shows, I'm guessing, will be primarily with us. But anytime the Sun Valley Fox allows us to set up and do a garage show over there, be happy to do it because those will be a lot of fun.
Scott Royston gave $20 on YouTube. Here's $20 towards the moving fund. Chad Hoffman over on Facebook says, hydrate, General. And last but not least, Brad Baker, member for 34 months, General, power, water, sewer, studio, and whiskey shelf. You forgot the damn whiskey shelf.
Brad, I'm sorry. You're right. You just got to convince my wife because for some reason she wants the house done like towards the front of the sky. I don't know. Who can explain women, man? Who can explain them? All right. Are we done? Are we good?
We are done.
Well,